Hi, I'm calling because we have noticed an issue with our water well, specifically after it rains. So I've kind of noticed it for a year, but I ended up looking it up this weekend, and every time it rains, we notice just a ton of sediment in our water, like coming out of the bathtub, and I mean a lot. Like it's orange and brown. And yes, I can almost stick my hands in it and feel it. And it's weird because our system's only 2 years old, and we've probably noticed this for a year. I just never really, I don't know. I'm new to the whole water well thing. All right, thank you. Okay. So I asked if there was a fee. I guess y'all can't hear anything she's saying. She didn't say what it was or what is going on. From Googling it, we have an idea, and I don't want to share it until we figure out what's going on, and then, I don't know, we'll go from there. But our system is only 2 years old, so our water well system. And the companies typically do not insure or guarantee anything when they're drilling because they can't know if they're going to hit water or not or what issues they're going to run into. But I feel like the system itself, so the tank and the pump, that should have some kind of warranty on it. Yeah, I mean, it's materials, but I don't know. I get if they're like, oh, your water well, like the well itself is bad now, then that's our problem. But if it's their system, then maybe there's some kind of warranty. I don't know. We just passed the 2-year mark on that, so we'll see. But she did say your system's pretty new. Because I asked her about the fees, and she's like, so we're just going to come out and check it out. It's pretty new. So it wouldn't be something that you would have to worry about. We'll have to see. And then they're going to try to come out by today. There's a lot of calls from the weekend, and sorry, it was like really stressful this weekend because you're not supposed to drink the water, you're not supposed to bathe in the water, you're not supposed to do laundry in the water. We did all of those things, but that's okay. But because it's a water issue, like showing up in the bathtub, they're going to try to get someone out today. So hopefully, they were an awesome drilling company. They did a great job. We've heard great things from people around here, so I'm not worried. I know they can fix it, help us out. Right there.
My roof off that I built.
We're gonna move the greenhouse out of the way, so if they have any, well, I know they're gonna have some equipment. I don't know how close they're gonna need to get it, or if they'll go to the back side. But hopefully this is not gonna need to come down. Hopefully. Imagine I'll pump all the water out and pull it out. But we'll see. If that's the case, we're going to take those beams down. We're going to take the whole, possibly the whole roof off. Maybe just try to cut that. I don't know. But she said it's pretty common to have to take people's stuff apart.
That's so cool. Yeah. What's the truck doing?
Alright, so the well company ended up sending us 2 guys to come out. So earlier in the week, 2 guys came out, checked out everything, and decided that they would need to come back with their full rig. And they're going to have to pull up everything and like jet out the well is what they called it. So here what they're doing is they're pulling all these PVC style pipes out. And it was kind of an all-day thing. They got here about 9 o'clock, and they didn't leave till 3:30. So these guys worked all day really hard. Our well sits at 240 feet, which is deeper than the other wells around us. Now, our neighbors have lived here for 40 years, and she said they had a well at 130 feet, and it ended up going dry during a drought, and they had to re-drill their well. So we kind of opted to follow their advice and just go a little deeper. The water is harder, but we're hoping that will, like, save us some money in the end if we don't have to re-drill a well. Our pump to our well sits at 160 feet, and they're kind of thinking maybe there's some sand coming in there, so they moved our pump up to 120. As you can see, they're starting to put it all back. They left out 2 of those 20-foot long PVC pipes. This here is that black tubing. The black tubing you see is what they stuck down into the well to push the air down and jet out the system. But they worked hard. They just kept checking the water. Lots of sand came out. I mean, I'll show you here in a bit. But when they emptied that tank out at first, there's so much sand. It was just I can't even explain it. But that's what we were seeing in our bathtub. So hopefully this will clear up things and hop in and explain again kind of what happened.
Alright, so basically what happened today was they flushed out the system and put an air hose basically to the bottom of our well, pumped a bunch of air, flushed out all the water, hopefully with all the sand. There's a couple of big sand patches over there where the water was flowing out. And the guys just left. They told me, it should be better. I'm running the faucet inside right now, and I don't see really any sand, but if it rains a lot and we get more sand, then we're back to square one. He kind of mentioned that the well was pretty new, so there might not be a charge, but I'll believe it when I see it. They added a filter. Basically, it's just a sediment filter, so what sand does come in there will hopefully get caught by this, and then before flowing to our house. I think it says every 6 months we'll have to change it.
To buy a new one and change it, or wash it off, you think?
No, buy a new one.
Okay.
Change it? I don't know. We'll see.
How did they get that on there? They just pushed the PVC pipe? Did they dig it up?
Yeah, they unscrewed this because it was hooked to our faucet here. And then they just added this line that goes in here, goes in there, and then they added us a new.
Oh, so that one can come off?
Yeah.
The other one? Alright.
So
Yeah.
this was the old one.
Okay. Well, we'll see if it rains. They didn't say anything about. We were thinking it was a cracked.
Yeah, so I asked him, and he said he goes, no, I don't think it's a crack. I don't foresee it being a crack, but
Because on Google, when you look up sand coming when it rains, is that there's.
Google shows you the worst case scenario.
I don't think it's worst case. I think it's honest, but they say there's a crack, which means it could be like E.
But
coli
the
and
casing-
bacteria.
The casing is this piece of steel.
Yeah, but it runs all the way down, so if there's a crack down below the
I
surface
understand
level
what I'm saying
water.
though, is we don't have much going on around here that would crack a steel casing. in
I
my
agree with
opinion.
that, unless something was wrong to start
Unless,
with.
yeah.
So, but they didn't seem to think that was the problem.
No.
So, they're the professionals. I'm not. Google's not. YouTube's not.
No.
All right, so wish us luck, guys.
Hope it's free.
Hope it's free. I doubt it's free, but we're gonna get this roof back on. It's raining. Let's talk about the amount of sand that was pumped. It's all right. That was pumped out of our well. I mean, this is like thicker than beach sand.
Can we show them our chickens?
Yep. Yeah, we'll show chickens. Hold on. And then over here as well. So we first had it coming in the pipe out here, and then we routed it this way. But can you see all of that sand that came out? This is mostly from like the well down deep. But if you're watching that time-lapse part, you can see the amount of sand that came out of our tank. So I think we're gonna have to flush everything in the house just to make sure we can get the sand out as much as possible. I guess there's just some things we're not gonna be able to clean. I don't know about like the hot water heater, but I don't know. We'll just have to deal with it, right? Like everything else. Kaysen wants to show us the chickens have made their way all the way across the property and found a little place over here to eat some bugs. Are they all over here?
I think it was Tiny that laid our first egg.
Oh yes, yesterday Tiny laid her first egg. See it? I took a picture of it. Compared to one of the other eggs the chickens lay. All right.